Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It is your boy, David Yeti, man. As promised, I have been working on a few things for you guys. So, first off, if you're new to my page, new to my channel, my name is David Yeti. I am currently a cybersecurity SDR or sales development representative. You'll learn about what that is shortly. I got a lot in store for you guys. And as I promised on my last post, I am going to start creating a lot of content that can help you break into the industry. But what I'm about to teach you over the next, several videos, you can apply to anything. It doesn't just have to be in sales. You can apply this to banking if you want to be an architect or whatever the case may be. These rules and these foundational principles work across the board. And as a matter of fact, it tends to work a little better outside of sales in those different industries because the hiring managers and the recruiters are not going to be used to receiving the type of onslaught, as I call it, that you're going to be doing. And after you go through these steps and implement what I show you, that is key. Once you go through the steps and implement what I show you, you're going to be at the tippy top tier of applicants, and along with your personality and the way that you present yourself, you're going to almost be, nothing is guaranteed, but you're going to be the closest thing to guarantee to get any position that you want. So first off, I made this graphic right here for you. So let me just pull this up. All right. So what are we talking about here? How to become an SDR in tech sales. Okay. Our goal is to get you to this point right here. What a green at. All right, you want the green check mark, not the red X. If you have been applying for any amount of time, I'm pretty sure you have received some level of rejection, and you're probably not sure what you did wrong or some of the things that you could fix in order to put yourself in a better position. That's what we're going to be learning about. So let me bring myself up here. All right. So the very first thing is, first thing I want to talk about is setting the foundation. So look at this as the step one. Step one is setting the proper foundation in order for you to get in the right headspace, in the right frame of mind, in order to even believe that you can make this happen. I am pretty sure that you've seen a lot of posts of people who have broken into tech sales that have, tripled their income, improved their life, picked up some of the things that they always wanted to do, accomplished goals. Maybe they bought certain cars or put, people through college or supported their family on another level, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that's motivating you. We're going to touch on that in a later episode. But for right now, the very first thing we need to do first is set ourselves up to start believing that we can actually land the role. It's the very first thing. All right. Now, with that being said, how about I'm going to take a step back because I don't want to jump the gun. I want to explain what SDR is first. So I pulled up a couple of definitions. I searched Google and I searched Bing just to have some contrast. And then what we'll do is, after we look at what the definition of a SDR is, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at some open positions because I have a homework assignment for you after this episode, and to prepare you for step two, that video's coming next week. I'm gonna give you a whole week to implement what I'm about to show you right here. Okay. So the very first thing is, let's take a look at what is a SDR in tech sales. All right. So let me pull up the definition here. And also, as you're looking through these positions, one of the things you're going to realize is that SDR is just one of the titles. You can also be a BDR, which is a business development representative, SDR, sales development representative. You can be an ADR, an account development representative. All those things, those titles are just titles because each company name it differently, but they all mean the same thing. They all mean a sales development representative, a business development representative, or account development representative. Okay. So I don't want to get you guys confused when you see ADR, BDR, SDR. It all is the same position. All right. So the very first thing, let's pull up. All right, so we're on Google right now. So a SDR, this is a definition by Google AI. Okay, matter of fact, we'll skip that one. Let's go to the LinkedIn description. A SDR is someone who connects sales reps and other closers with the right leads and business opportunities. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. A SDR is someone who connects sales reps and other closers with the right leads and business opportunities. Guys, this job is exactly what it says it is. I'm currently an SDR right now for a big tech company, and it is exactly what it is. So let's look at Beam and see if it has something similar. Okay, let's look at Salesforce as we use Salesforce definition. A sales development representative manages top of funnel sales activities like prospecting and lead qualification. A sales development representative, SDR, manages top of funnel sales activities like prospecting and lead qualification. So, all right. So, what does that mean? Okay. First off, let me take a look at Google again. Someone who connects sales reps and other closers with the right leads. So, your job, your primary focus would be to reach out as the first point of contact to leads, right? Leads are prospects or companies that may be or may benefit from whatever product or solution that your company is selling. So this is B2B sales, business to business sales. Now it could be small business, like I'm in a small and medium sized business, but then on my team, there's a mid team, there's a select team, there's an enterprise sales, commercials. So it's different levels to it. But where we're going to start at is going to be more than likely, you're probably going to be in small, medium sized business. That's no problem. Small business can mean 5 million, 10 million, $20 million as well. So don't think small business as your job is less than. That's not the case. All right. Looking at Salesforce definition, manages top of funnel. So top of funnel meaning, imagine the sales process is like a funnel. Okay. As a matter of fact, I could pull that up right now because I want to be able to illustrate to you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So maybe I could find an image here. All right. Perfect. So let's take a look at this right here. All right. So I'm going to pull this up. Okay. I'm going to share my screen again. And I just want to show you what I mean by funnel. All right. So right here, where you see top of funnel. So top of funnel, your primary role, your primary responsibility is to bring in good quality leads. So prospecting means reaching out by phone, making cold calls, but they're really kind of warm calls. So you're cold calling, you're emailing, and what you're doing is attempting to contact a decision maker to see if they're interested in learning more about your product. And after they answer a couple of questions, depending on what your company qualification questions is, then you will set that appointment for the closer or for your senior sales rep. Now, as an SDR, you are comped on how many of those opportunities or how many of those prospects rather you reach out to that then turns into a qualified opportunity. So for example, I don't know if I'm allowed to show you guys, so I'll just tell you about it. So I reach out to anywhere from 500 to 750 prospects or leads per week. And I'm reaching out to them by email, by phone call, LinkedIn messages. And what I'm attempting to do is get into contact with the decision maker because that company has showed me or showed our company at one point of time. Maybe we've talked to them before in the past, whatever the case may be. They had a need or interest at one point in time, or they could benefit from what we're offering as a company. Okay. So top of funnel, that's what we are. That's what SDRs, BDRs, ADRs. Now, middle of funnel, that's where, excuse me, that's where your sales people, as they call it, or your closers come in there because they're going to carry that deal, presumably, hopefully, all the way across the finish line to the end. So after you set the appointment, you qualify them, make sure that they meet your qualifications. You set the appointment, You pass that on to your closer. Your closer takes the ball and run with it, get it across the finish line. And as long as it's a qualified opportunity, you get comped on it. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is now that we have an understanding of what the role is as a SDR, a BDR, and an ADR, remember, they all mean something, not something similar, the exact same thing. Let me not confuse you. It's just a title. It's the exact same thing. All right. Now, what we're going to do, let's take a look at open roles, because this is what we are going to start to set the foundation. Now, let me talk to you for a minute. Before I show you how many open roles there are on LinkedIn, or before you start to build your dream list of companies, which is your homework assignment, let's talk about whether or not you feel, believe, and know in your heart that you're worthy of this opportunity. Listen, before I became a SDR, I had no previous experience in a big tech company. Now, I've worked at other companies before. I've worked at the bank. I've worked at, I've been a welder before. I've been in sales, in car sales, but not in tech sales. Now, what do I mean by tech sales? I'm in cybersecurity sales, cloud security to be specific. So it's technology sales. It can be Salesforce, Microsoft, Google, Adobe, Netflix, whatever the case may be. It can be that you're selling like a SaaS service. It could be Oracle, right? It can be Box is another good company. So you're selling the services from B2B, from business to business. You're compensated by how much pipeline, how much the deal size is you bring in into the company. Okay. Now, there's a lot of different information out there that may confuse you. Okay. I'm going to be the first to tell you, you don't necessarily need a ton of experience in order to break in. But where a lot of people go wrong at is they want to come in and their first role, they want to make 100K because they seen Aaron or they seen Cynthia make it, and they think that they can just come in out the street and get straight at a six-figure position. I would tell you that is rare. I'm not going to tell you it's impossible, because I don't believe that, things are impossible, but it's rare. I would rather teach you how to set yourself in, or put yourself in position to set up to move into that six-figure role. But the most important thing is you just want to break into the industry. It can be at a smaller role. It can be at Yelp or Angie's List or any one of those companies that they're a little more lenient when it comes to bringing people in that don't have experience, right? So I want you to be open to a lot of different opportunities. We're going to create our dream list of companies, yes, but the dream list of company is just going to be there primarily to build momentum and to build that belief in, because once you start reaching out to these people, you're going to start getting emails returned back to you. People are going to meet with you. Recruiters are going to respond. You're going to have interviews. And all it takes is one interview, one message, one email to be responded to kind of keep that momentum going. And before you know it, it's going to build up like a snowball and you're going to become unstoppable. But first, we gotta fix our mind to believe that we can actually do this. So I'm here to tell you, you don't need experience. Okay. You don't necessarily need referrals. I didn't know anyone in the tech company that I work at right now. I did my own outreach. I built my own relationships over time. Okay. You don't need a degree. All right. It'd be helpful if you have one, but you don't need a degree. There's different programs out there that helps people break into certain industries that don't have a degree or all of the credentials that's necessarily that they're looking for. Another thing, when you start to look at these job postings, some of them are going to say you need 5 years, you need 20 years, you need 8 years, master's degree. Listen, those are nice to haves, but I would say you have nothing to lose. Apply for them in a way. You'll be surprised at how many good responses you actually get by simply applying. I'll give you an example. One position that I applied for, on the surface, it looked at like, you ever seen those positions to where it has like over 100 applicants in 2 days, and you're like, man, there's so many people I already applied for it. Why would I even apply for it? I spoke to a recruiter, and I won't say her name, but I spoke to a recruiter, and she told me on that particular job posting there was like 500 plus people apply for this one position. And automatically, when she went in and looked at the applications and the resumes, almost what I said. So I say about 475 out of the 500 was automatically disqualified for one reason or another. So you looking at it on the outside looking in, and you're like, man, 500 people applied to this. You don't know how many people that are actually qualified to even move to the next stage. So automatically went from 500 to 25. That 25 got scaled down to 5, and she ended up only interviewing 3 people for the position. Now, had someone who wanted that position would have applied for it, you never know. You would have been in the 5 and not the 475 that was disqualified automatically. Okay. Another thing, sometimes you apply for positions and it may automatically send you a rejection letter. Like it seems like as soon as you click submit, it sends back rejection. Well, there are certain AI computer programs that scrub through the resumes and they're looking for certain keywords. So if your resume is not formatted properly, it can automatically kick it out, and a human haven't even had a chance to look at your resume. So one way I'm gonna teach you how to combat that is I send resumes directly to recruiters by email. That's one way to kind of get around. You still have to, you know, complete the application the correct way on the website, but that's one way to get around those computer scrubbers and their software that look for certain keywords. All right. So let's quickly take a look at these job postings on LinkedIn. So I'm logged into my LinkedIn. All right. And I just want to show you, for example. Okay. Now, right now, I just typed in sales development representative, which is SDR, and right now there's over 2,879 positions. Now, one thing I want you to notice is if you look on here, they're spelled slightly different. Wolf Organization Sales Representative, DCM Atlanta Account Sales Representative. That's close to the ADR. All right. Sales Representative 3, and the list goes on and on. B2B inside sales representative, that is the same thing as a SDR. Sales development representative, account manager, that's the same thing as well. So now if I go up here and I type in business development representative 2600, but if you notice, the titles change again slightly. Entry level, new business development representative, BDR, same thing, right? Here's a great company, Monday.com, Enterprise Business Development Representative. Let's take a look at this one. All right, so exactly what I just said. Now take a look right here. You see this? Let me highlight this. You see that, right? Reposted 3 days ago, over 100 potential applicants. Here's the key for you guys. You see right here where it says 6 months in the sales or business development representative role, or key 6 months plus in sales period. So if you're reading this sentence, it's kind of contradictory because it said they want 6 months in sales or business development representative role, and or just 6 months in sales period. All right. And it says that the pay is from 70 to 80K, which is very good and right in line with entry level positions. But one of the great things about it is a lot of these positions are remote. So not only do you get a chance to work at home, but depending on where you live, like I'm from Alabama originally, that's my hometown in Mobile. So if I was still living in Alabama making this salary between 70 and 80, that'll put me at the top because of the cost of living is so low in Alabama, right? So take into account as you're looking at these things too. I don't want it to be the main determining factor, but obviously we're getting into this to level up. So I want you to take that into consideration. Now, Here's your homework assignment, okay? Because I don't want to keep you guys too long. You're going to take this. You're going to log into your LinkedIn, and I hope that you guys have a LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn, then that's a stage. That's a step that we're going to have to take as well. Maybe I'll make that step 0. So I'll double back around, and because I'm assuming you all have LinkedIn, but maybe you don't. LinkedIn is the place where money is made. I promise you. LinkedIn is the place where money is made. Connections are made, deals are made, relationships are formed on LinkedIn. Don't sleep on it, guys. So, what I want you to do is, now that you have an idea of what to look for, okay? Create your spreadsheet. I like to use Google Sheets because it saves automatically, but it could be, Excel on your desktop. It can be a sheet of paper, a notebook, and a pen. That's cool too. All right. I just want you to do this. What I want you guys to do for a homework assignment is think about 15 to 20 dream companies that you would love to work at as a SDR, BDR, or let's just put it like this: 15 to 20 dream companies that you would love to work at in tech, period. Okay. And this is what we're going to do. Now, can you guys see that? Maybe I need to zoom in just a little bit. Okay, give me just a second. So, okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, yep, that's better. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a spreadsheet, and I just put some companies here as a placeholder. But essentially, the only thing I want you guys to do this week is think about 15 to 20 dream companies that you would love to work at. Maybe it's Microsoft, Salesforce, Netflix, Adobe, Google, Home Depot, Yep, whoever, right? Put it on this list. And then I want you to put on here, how do they name it? Is it a business development representative? Is it an SDR? Is it an ADR? So I just want you to fill out these two columns right here, column A and column B. Give me 15 to 20 dream companies. All right. Now, when you have your 15 to 20 dream companies, okay, on this post, to let me know that you guys are engaged, and I'm hoping that you're finding value in this, just give me a thumbs up that you're ready to go and you're ready for step 2, that you have your 15 to 20 dream companies. Okay. That's all I want you to do this week. Don't look at nothing else. We'll touch column C and all that stuff. We'll touch on that. Don't worry about that. You do column A and column B. And guys, also, one thing that I want to tell you too, in closing, be very careful about who you share your dreams with and who you share your goals with, because not everybody is going to be as supportive, I just say, as you may want them to. And the last thing you want to do is get any additional doubt or negativity in your mind, because I promise you, whatever you believe, it happens. I can't explain it. I cannot stress this enough. You have to be very careful about guarding your peace, and more importantly, guarding your mind and your belief. It is so fickle. It can change at the drop of a dime. And it's something that it's like confidence, man. Confidence is something that's so powerful. But if you get in a situation to where there's challenge, or your confidence is damaged in any way, sometimes it can be difficult to build that back up. So, as promised, we're going to use November and December to set ourselves up for the best year of our life. 2025, 2025 is going to be the best year of our life. We're going to be in the best shape ever. We're going to have some fantastic relationships. We're going to be around people who want to see us win. We're going to genuinely want other people to win. We're going to do everything that we ever want to do in our life in 2025. And right now, in these last 2 months of 2024, we're setting ourselves up for that. Okay. So I hope you found value in this video. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below with the thumbs up and let me know that you have your homework assignment done. If you're ready to break into sales, into tech sales specifically, all right? and be able to get that whip that you always wanted and be able to move into that condo. Hey, I know what you want. I know what you're thinking. Pay off that debt, get your mom something nice, finally upgrade your wife, wedding ring. Maybe you want to, splurge a little bit and renew your vows or whatever it is. Take that vacation finally, update your wardrobe. All those things are possible, but it starts here first. You're going to hear me talk and speak a lot about mindset because mindset is everything. Mindset, I would argue, is the most important aspect of success. Okay. So I'll see you in the next episode where we talk next about what we're going to do with this list. And also, we're going to touch on guarding your mental, getting your head screwed on straight, and setting yourself up for success. All right. Hey, I love you. I appreciate you. Y'all have a fantastic night. Let's get it, man. I'm out. Peace.